a story of faith, fire, and divine wisdom, based on Daniel 1-3 and 2. The day Jerusalem fell, the city did not fall quietly. Babylonian soldiers marched through the gates, and among the treasures taken were not only gold and sacred vessels, but young men with promise: Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah. They were carried into a strange land, separated from family, from their temple, from everything familiar. Chains could bind their bodies, but their hearts remained free. The king of Babylon had a plan. He would not crush them with force. He would reshape them with comfort. The young men were trained in the palace. They were given royal food, taught Babylonian ways, and slowly, deliberately, their names were changed. Daniel became Belteshazzar. Hananiah became Shadrach. Mishael became Meshach. Azariah became Abednego. The king believed that if he changed their names, he could change their loyalty. But names spoken by men cannot erase God's calling. Even before the fire, a choice was made. Daniel refused the king's rich food. His friends stood with him. They chose faithfulness over comfort, devotion over privilege. God honored them. He gave them wisdom, understanding, and favor before the king. When they stood among all the trained young men, none were equal to them. Then another test arose, one that would shake the very kingdom. King Nebuchadnezzar had a dream that troubled him deeply. He could not sleep. He could not eat. He demanded that his wise men tell him the dream and interpret it. The wise men trembled. None could explain it. None could even tell the king what he had dreamed. Furious, the king's anger burned. He ordered that all the wise men of Babylon be executed. Daniel and his friends were in danger, yet again. Daniel did not panic. That night, he prayed quietly, confidently to the God who sees all things. And God answered. He revealed the dream and its meaning to Daniel in a vision. The next day, Daniel went before the king. Humbly, he said, "There is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries. He has shown your majesty what will happen in the days to come." Daniel 2:28. Daniel explained the dream. The king fell face down, amazed. He praised Daniel's God, recognizing that he rules over kings and kingdoms. Years passed, and pride still filled the king's heart. He built a golden statue and commanded everyone to bow when the music played. Worship was no longer choice, it was law. The music sounded. The crowd bowed. But three men stood firm: Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. They were dragged before the king, who gave them one last chance. The furnace roared nearby. Calmly, they said, "Our God is able to deliver us. But even if he does not, we will not serve your gods." Daniel 3:17-18. Daniel 3:17-18. The king's anger burned hotter than the furnace. He ordered the fire heated 7 times hotter than usual. The strongest guards bound the 3 men and threw them in. The flames were so fierce that the guards were struck down and killed before they even reached the furnace. And then the impossible happened. The king looked and saw 4 men walking freely in the fire, unbound, unharmed. The 4th looked like one sent from God. The fire had destroyed the ropes, but not the servants. It could not touch those who trusted God. When they came out, there was no burn, no smell of smoke, only the glory of God revealed. The message: faith begins in private before it is tested in public. God is present in captivity, in fire, and in chaos. Pride and power cannot override God's plan. God reveals mysteries to those who trust him. Kings may change names. Kingdoms may rise and fall. Fires may roar, but faithful hearts belong to God alone.